Black True Crime is a podcast that researches and discusses murders committed by Black offenders. It is a podcast that anyone and everyone is welcome to enjoy, but it may not be enjoyed by anyone and everyone, so listener discretion is advised. Now, without further ado, this is Black True Crime.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Kristen.
And welcome to Black True Crime. Period. If this is your first time here at the show, welcome and hello.
What's poppin', y'all? We're here. We're ready to go. And I think we're a little excited.
Oh, we're super excited. Because...
I thought you were going to say we're ecstatic.
Oh, no. I wish. I'm a little zooted and booted, but hey, I deserve it because it was my birthday.
Yay!
What?
Round of applause. Shh.
You know, like 2 days ago, though. But yeah, I saw all you guys' happy birthday wishes on Instagram. I still need to reply. I'm so sorry. But I was like, I need to get these episodes out first. So let's do that first. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Kristen, are you ready for today's case?
I am. I have a feeling it's going to be really juicy.
Okay, well, actually, there's no intro for it. And it's because I wanted to do the case about our family member. So if you guys are on social media, on our Instagram, I put out a poll and I was like, should we post or should we even like cover this case that my dad told us about his grandmother? And I was like, yeah, it's worth it once I looked into it. So I want to share it with you guys.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys what I know from the beginning, at least what I could find as the beginning. So here we go. Callie Mae Ball is my dad's grandmother. So she's our great grandmother. And she was born in like 1928 or 1929. I don't know where, but she eventually ended up in St. Louis, Missouri.
Pause. Is she the maternal grandmother or the paternal grandmother
Kristen,
of our father?
Amazing question. I was about to answer it in my own way, but it is the maternal grandmother to my father.
Okay.
So according to our dad, she had 6 children, okay? Geraldine, Ricky, Sputnik, Rose, Shirley. Y'all know about Shirley. Rest in peace, Shirley.
Rest in peace, Aunt Shirley.
Yes. And Bonita Cobina.
Oh, wow.
That's her real name, Kristen.
I kind of like it.
It's giving.
A bop.
I told Terrell immediately. I said, am I going to steal Cobina? Probably.
Is that her full name or like her middle name and her first name?
That's her first and middle name.
Okay. Bonita Cobina. Don't play with me. That's what it's giving.
That's what it gives. Yeah. Like, do you know who I am?
I'm Bonita Cobina.
Cobina. I love it. Okay. So I wasn't able to find out like if she got married ever legally, but I believe all except one of her children had the same dads. And I think Bonita was like the outlier.
Oh, wow. That's our grandmother, y'all.
Correct. By 1969, Callie Mae was considered to be the common law wife of a man named Lem Hemphill Jr. Now, I was able to find out a little bit about Lem's family. It was a little juicy. So in 1928, about 5 or 6 years before Lem was even born, Mr. and Mrs. Hemphill owned a hotel in the Pendle, Alabama area.
Wow. That's juicy.
A fucking hotel. And they were Black?
It's giving opulence.
Like in 1928. And in that time, in 1928, the hotel was actually being reopened after they had to shut it down for a while. So apparently there was some issues going on that were bad for business. And it was like,
What type of issues? Constructural issues? Foundational issues? Personal issues?
In the news reports I read that were from 2 years earlier in 1926, the couple left the area due to a shooting that happened that involved some of their family members.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're connected.
Yeah, they're involved in some illegal shit, and we're going to get
to the streets.
They'd only actually been back into the area for a couple of months before some shit went down again. On July 18th, 1928, there was a free-for-all fight that broke out at the Hemp Hills Hotel, okay? And people were all over the place, like beating each other up, and it led to the police actually raiding the hotel itself. And being the racist, yeah.
I was about to say, they're probably like, these black folks up in here cutting up. Time to shut it down.
It wasn't just black folk that were involved. So they were destroying the hotel, you know, whatever. And it turns out the fight started because of some moonshiners that were over at Greenshaw Farm. So the police ended up raiding Greenshaw Farm, arresting the Greenshaw guy. I didn't see his full name in the papers for some reason. I guess it was just like common knowledge back then, so they didn't even bother to mention it. But it didn't stop there. So they tore up the Hemp Hills Hotel, and then they arrested the Greenshaw guy. And then somebody came back to the Hemp Hill Hotel. Now, we don't know who it was. It could have been police. It could have been other fucking racist people. But they ended up brutally whipping Mrs. Hemp Hill.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Lim's mother.
How dare they? Whipping.
Yeah.
Who are
Isn't that
you?
Disgusting.
They're clearly not black, because I don't think... What type of whipping? A whooping or a whipping?
Whip, Kristen. Whip.
The devil is a lie. So what did Mr. Hemphill do?
Well, I guess they were just like scared as fuck because the people told them, get the fuck out of here. And that's exactly what they did. So like that same night, they picked up and moved. And even in the papers, they noted that they didn't even know where they went. They just picked up and left to an undisclosed location, and that's it.
Well, I understand. Like, dang, if you ain't got it like that, if you don't have a whole gang behind you in a time like that, in a place like that, I would pick up a lead too. I'm not about to risk my life for no motel, hotel, Holiday Inn.
And it was because they were like involved in the moonshining business too that I think they were having issues. And with the shooting from before, I think Alabama just like, they just need to get the fuck out of there. So somehow they ended up in St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, hometown.
Hey. I want to include that cool little part because I was like, first of all, 1928, black people owned a hotel. What are we talking about? That's fucking dope. In the South? That should be like in somebody's history book somewhere. I've never fucking heard of it though.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to Callie Mae. So,
but also, it's cool because it shows why we were born in St. Louis, Missouri, why our father was, and why his mother was.
Well, a little bit because we don't really know how Callie got to St. Louis. Like, I don't know much about her upbringing or anything, and I'm really pissed about that, even talking to Dad. But yeah, somehow we ended up there. Okay. Because we know his peoples are from Mississippi originally. Back to Callie Mae. So in 1969, she was fucking with Lim, and I don't know how long they've been together. I know that our grandmother Bonita was born in 1954, so sometime after that, and none of her kids were fathered by him. So
okay, and was Bonita the eldest?
I do not know.
Okay.
Now Lim was not a gem. Okay, that man was into some criminal shit, and so was Callie. So
from what Bonnie and Clyding it.
And probably. I don't know. Bonnie and Clyde were like super deeply in love. I think they were really tumultuous toward each other as well. It was giving toxic.
It was giving domestic violence.
On both ends. So from what my grandfather says, the man that procreated with Bonita to create my dad and one of his sisters, he said that Callie Mae was no fucking joke. Okay? She would stab you in a second, threaten to kill you, and all of the above. She was just extremely volatile.
And extremely violent.
Kind of like our grandmother.
I was about to say it makes sense. Yeah. That was passed down for sure.
But he also said that our grandmother wasn't like that until a day in 1971. But we'll get to that. So before that, he said she was sweet. She was nice to be around. All that shit. Oh, it changed.
Did you interview our grandfather? How do you know so much?
No, your father talked to him, and then I talked to your father.
That's cool.
So on Friday, June 13th, 1969, Lim shot and killed a man named 47-year-old Henry Stewart.
Why?
He was working at a quick shop in Spanish Lake at the time, and apparently Lim was trying to like rob the place. But Henry's wallet was missing and the cash registers hadn't been touched. So in my mind, it was more personal.
Right. Or maybe a hit. Maybe Lim was a hitman.
That's giving him a lot of credit.
I mean, we don't know.
We don't know. According to the medical examiner, Henry was shot twice in the head and once in the back.
Okay. It was very emotional, or it was very detached.
Who goes up to someone and shoots them in the head? That's kind of crazy.
And it's given like the guy maybe turned around and run away, pop, back. Yeah. Came up on him, pop, pop, to seal the deal.
Oh, well, thanks for the visual. But yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just thought in my head, I'm like, shooting someone twice in the head is wild. It's
overkill, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. And what's so weird is that our grandmother, Bonita, would go on to marry a man named Larry Stewart in the 80s, who later died and left her a widow. So I'm like, were they related? Was it his son? So, yeah, just want to let you know, Joe Biden lied to you.
What does that even mean?
Have you checked your credit report lately? Do you still have student loans on there? Because I do. I definitely do. And we're so happy that we found this incredible app called Chipper that helps us get rid of that shit. Now, let's tell you a little bit about it.
So basically, Chipper uses everyday purchases like going to buy some gas or going to get some clothes, and they automatically round up your purchase to the nearest dollar, which means your spare change is literally paying off your student loans.
So think about this. The average user rounds up $35 per month, which can save you up to $5,000 in interest and reduce your payoff term by 4 years.
So what the heck does all of that mean?
That basically means, without even thinking about it, you're paying off your student loans and aiding in your financial freedom, y'all.
So I don't know about you, but I'm about to sign up for Chipper because that's going to help my credit.
Period. We're trying to buy houses. We're trying to be financially free, and we want you guys to be right there with us. They also help you find out if you qualify for loan forgiveness programs, aka you don't have to pay shit.
And not the ones where you got random folks calling you and you can't tell if it's legit or not.
That
the real
part.
ones, you guys.
That part. So sign up for Chipper today using our code, and it's completely free, you guys. It's a completely free service. Link your loans and let Chipper show you how to save money while you're paying off debt.
Start making payments now, because clearly nobody's going to help us but us.
The link will be in the episode description and on our social media platforms as well. And tell them we sent you. Okay, back to the episode.
Bye.